This is Jonathan Angler, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by the weight
you go
concept.
Here, the lighting better on that side. Turn and look at me now. There you go.
That's when you know you're talking to a YouTuber, man. Wade, straight into it, Jake Paul drops and decisions Nate Diaz. A few people around me had it close, I didn't. What did you make of it?
I think if you had it close, it was because you favored a lot of volume and forward pressure, right? And to be fair, some shots were landing, some were hitting off the gloves, but the damage is what you have to factor in here. Damage from Jake Paul was far and away bigger, and quite frankly, the volume was more from Jake. So if I had to score it, I maybe would have given Nate 2 rounds. I thought he had a good 9th round. I thought he came back really well in the 2nd. But outside of that, it was pretty much all Jake Paul for me.
What improvements did you see from Jake from the Tommy fight?
Cardio. I mean, that was the big thing. There was still some of the things you still see with Jake where he's very much single shot oriented, but he took coaching very well in the corner. The game plan, I thought, was the right one. Him getting back on his jab versus there were times where he wanted a firefight with Nate, and he got back on his jab late in the fight, especially in round 10. I thought that made all the difference.
And in terms of what's next for Jake?
Dude, if he goes and fights MMA, he's a crazy man. But we already know this about Jake. He's psycho. Hey, Sam, good to see you. That's Amanda Serrano, by the way. No big deal.
Great performance. Again.
Amazing performance from her. He's a madman. So if he wants to go to MMA, fair play to him. If he wants a Tommy rematch, I mean, listen, when Jake wins like this and puts 20,000 asses in seats, the world's his oyster. So whatever he wants to do, fair play.
I'm going to throw a name out there. Jorge Masvidal against Jake Paul. What do you think?
Jorge's his boy, but they've gone back and forth, and he made the diss song on him, so there's history there. And if Jorge truly is a free agent, which I don't know that he is, I don't know if there's non-compete there, then maybe set it up, man. Check another one off the list, I guess. But Jorge's different. I mean, you can't get away with some of the stuff. All right, Darren, good to see you. My man. You can't get away with some of those stuff with him. This is, again, Jake's first camp with his new team. You're going to start to see him get better and better with him.
And in terms of the Tommy rematch, is it all dependent on what happens against KSI?
Yeah, of course. If KSI goes and beats Tommy, then there's no, you go and fight KSI, of course. But if Tommy beats KSI and Jake still has nothing to do, if he doesn't want to, if they can't work out the MMA thing, then they might look at it.
Wade, been a pleasure. Tell the fans what you're going to do over the next few days analysing this fight, where to catch it.
Yeah, you can catch me on the weight concept, on the breakdown, all these spots. And I'm also going to try to take a rest day, just one. And then I'm back on the road again next week for Bare Knuckle FC.
Brilliant. Keep it up, Wade. Appreciate your time. Thank you.